What is going on, Life Fitness Coaches? Welcome to another episode of the Change Lives Make Money Online Trainer podcast. It's your boy, B Mark. This is the #1 show for online coaches. And in today's episode, it's not a solo episode. I'm joined by some of my clients on PODCHATS. All right. Now, this is a special PODCHATS because it's my first one back in a fucking month and a half. Now, it's been like 5 weeks. It's been Cole solo PODCHATS, and now it's B Mark solo PODCHATS while Cole's in Bali. Because right now, it's 3 a.m. in Bali, and I'd be fucking sleeping when I was in Bali. Okay, so a couple of things before we get into today's episode. First things first is we are literally like less than 15 days out from the Peach Domination Oscars event. I actually think we're 16 days out in total. So we have 8 tickets left in person. 8. No exaggeration, 8 tickets left. There's a room. Our room can actually, I thought we could fit 350 people. Turns out we can't. We can only fit 205. So we have 8 tickets left. So 2 things. One, if you're on PODCHATS, if you want to come in person to Kelowna, you can grab a ticket with the link in the description. That's number 1. Number 2 is for the first time fucking ever, we're giving away free tickets to our virtual event for everybody because we want to over deliver. So regardless of whether or not you're coming in person, there's a link to get a free virtual ticket in the fucking chat box. So get your virtual ticket if you're not coming in person. But if you're thinking about coming to Kelowna because you want to get your fucking life changed, you want to have a breakthrough, you want to hang out with Brian and Cole, get your fucking tickets in the chat box. Okay, 8 left. That's it. 8. Nothing's going to ever replace the experience of coming in person, but we wanted to give you guys a taste of the virtual. Without further ado, let's serve some fucking clients. For those of you guys that are new to the podcast, what we do here is if you are my client, you're in the Change Lives Academy, you can hop on and ask me anything. I'll stick around for as long as I need to change your life. Paige, you up. Let's go.
I was not expecting to be first.
Fucking quick with the fingers. I like it.
No, man, and I got kicked out waiting when I was logging in. So I was like, no, I don't want to lose my spot.
I love it.
So I've been working on quite a few things. I'm in my 14-day challenge right now, finishing up the second week. So I'm working on, I already had one call booked, which she couldn't afford. And I'm feeling kind of stuck. So I've been working on my content and I've been doing content audits. Cole's given me some good feedback. So I'm really diving into my avatar, working on like camera switches and things like that, trying out hooks. So it's really helping, and I'm getting a lot more views and trying to do more CTAs. I'm sending DMs. I've had a couple phone calls booked, but I still keep getting the financial objection. And I've had them in my challenges before, and I know they truly can't afford it. So I don't know if there's something necessarily with my content that's reaching out, or maybe my network expansion with adding the wrong people. Because I feel like I'm doing everything that I can, but still stuck.
So 2 things. One is every single fucking person that you guys get on the phone with is going to have a financial objection usually. So just understand that across the board. So thing number 1 is like, I'm glad you're getting more views in your content. So you need to expect that people are going to have objections. Every single person on the planet, even people that have the money in their bank account. And one of the things that you said that I need to absolutely fucking squash right now on this call, as you said, I know for a fact they can't afford it. Remember, did you say that? How do you know for a fact? Can you see their fucking bank account? Do you know how much they have in savings? Are you very aware of like if they have any line of credits, credit cards, or anything like that? Like, did they give you a full financial report?
Well, I know one of the 3 didn't because
one of the 3. What about the other 2?
The other one was just yesterday, and she's losing her job in a month.
Okay, but
so
do you understand what I'm saying?
For a lower ticket program,
right?
She said that's not even in her budget for my one-on-one.
I respect that, but do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're like, I know for a fact they can't afford it. So you're approaching calls being like you're broke, and they're gonna act like that because that's how you're approaching them. Make sense?
It does.
People can afford your program. It does, but it doesn't. And I get it. It's a weird concept. You're like, that's not fucking true. It is true.
I don't go into the call with them thinking because my prices are pretty low right now. I'm still at like entry level prices. So I don't feel like it's super expensive. And I go call and I know I dig into their pains because my last lady was like crying on the call.
Right. So I agree. I'm just letting you know that overall, you need to have the mindset that everyone can afford you. That needs to be the mindset because people can afford what they want to afford. Like when Cole joined my fitness program, he didn't have any fucking money. He sold his Xbox. I'm not suggesting that you get people to sell your Xbox, but what I am saying is that people can afford you when you make when you position it as like a fucking, this is something you need. Okay. This is something you need. So that's the first mindset. Everyone can afford it. That's number one. Number two is you're starting to get more views on your content, which tells me that we're trending in the right direction. You're starting to book more sales calls. You need to keep going. Number three, here's the third thing I'll say. And I think this is a really important page. Dawson, who here knows Dawson? Raise your hand. Who watched the Dawson YouTube video? Dawson and I were talking in the gym today, and he was talking about how like he used to get a lot of really unqualified leads. And so some of the shifts that he started making in his content is he started saying things like, you know, when you're at work, if you feel like your shirt buttons are getting like really like tight, and you know, you feel like you're grabbing work snacks because everybody else is doing that, this is for you. So it's almost like he used to just talk to women that like his avatar was like women that needed to tone up, but he started using language that women at work would be using. So change up, like your content's better now. Change up some of the words that you're using in those content to target people that have jobs and have money.
Okay. Yeah, it does. Because I think most of my network expansion and lead gen has been unintentionally stay-at-home moms, which
Ding. Yep.
so I started in my content making videos about working moms struggles of
yes, that now you're talking. Now you're talking. I also think it would be probably pretty smart of you to join some women entrepreneur groups.
Okay.
That to me probably sounds like a good idea.
Okay.
Right?
I'll look at those
So
because
like,
I am
these are
working.
small tweaks. I also will say that this is a significantly better problem than it was like 6 months ago. Because 6 months ago, you're like, I could get a fucking person to get on a call with me to save my life. And now we're getting calls. So it's like everything is trending in the right direction. You just need to keep going.
All right.
Do you follow Nick Matthews in the academy?
I do.
You should, because Nick and Nick have a very similar story.
Yeah.
Stay in the fucking arena. That's just like Nick. Nick would show up to these calls, same fucking thing. Same problem, same struggles. So you just keep going.
I know.
That's
why I'm nervous to ask the question, but I know I need to show up and ask something.
100%. Are you're coming to the event, right?
Hopefully. I'm trying to get finances.
Oh, I thought you already got a ticket. I'm sorry. I thought you already got a ticket. I wasn't me trying to sell you.
I have it, but I can't afford the travel. So I'm trying to sell them and get them to be able to afford the travel there.
That's the goal. That's the goal.
That's why I've like been grinding on this challenge.
That's the goal. I believe in you. You got this shit.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Troy, what's up, King?
Oh, what's up? How we doing?
I'm having the best fucking day of my life, brother. How are you?
Knew it. Fantastic. Never been better, my man. Cool. So my question today is a little bit about not testimonials, but like proof posts.
Yeah.
So I hadn't done one in a while, so I made it a point to do one yesterday, but I know I need to do more.
Yeah.
And I know Cole's big on like just don't even bother posting it unless it's like a fucking good transformation. And I've got guys that have made, because like most of my experiences in person, like don't have before and afters from them. But I have some from my guys recently, and they've made some solid progress, but it's not like I don't have any obese guys. I don't have like some super skinny guys. I got like massive, you know what I mean? It's like small changes, like tightening up the abs, you know, bigger arms. You can see the width in their backs. Like you can see changes, but it's not massive like I know he's going for. So I've been hesitant to post more of those. So I was just kind of coming on here. What's the strategies I should do? Because I've been doing a lot of my own before and afters because those are a little bit better.
Yep.
Should I still be littering those ones in my stories a lot? Or what do you think is a good approach for this?
I have an alternative perspective, and
Give it to me.
I have an alternative perspective on the testimonial thing. So you guys obviously know, if you're following me, that I have clients in the $1 Million Mastermind, right? That are making like $50,000, $100,000 a month. But the amount that I talk about them on my social media is probably like once or twice a month. You don't really see a lot of that on like my Instagram stories. Yeah. What you see on my Instagram stories is like just made my first sale, you know, just hit my first 2K month, just hit my first 5K month. The reason for that is because if I'm just getting started, right? If I'm looking to target trainers that are trying to get their business off the ground, I want them to see that like this result is possible for them like pretty quickly. So like for them to hit like $100,000 a month is probably not going to happen anytime in the next 5 years. So when a trainer sees that, they're going to be like bullshit, or they're going to be like fucking yeah, right. But if somebody sees like I hit my first 3K month, like if I'm a personal trainer and I'm watching my content from my audience, I might reach out because of that. So my perspective is I actually think it's good to share all social proofs. And I think you should talk about how fitness is not a fucking, it's not always like you get
It's a
fucking
long-term
shredded
game.
right away, right?
Yeah.
Like for some of my guys, they just want to lose their next 10 pounds, and that's great. And this is another one. This is one of my clients. Bam. So if you're watching this right now and you don't want to be like shredded to the bone, but you want to feel good and look good in your fucking body, send me a DM that says I'm next, and let's have a conversation. So I have a little bit of a different perspective on that. That being said, I think there's a place and time to like post one on your newsfeed that's like, this is the type of results that happens when you work with me for 6 months. Bam. And it's like this killer before and after. But I don't think that needs to be the only approach that you take, because I think that makes you almost unreachable to a lot of new clients.
Yeah, I agree. So would you say then that it's also good to, because like I got one guy that was already pretty fit, but like for him, it's a lot of working on his body and stuff like that, like helping him to like his warm up, different stuff like that. So in that way he's feeling his lats, like he's actually doing exercises correctly and certain stuff like that. That's a lot of what I've been helping him with, correcting form also more. Like, do you think that's something good to sprinkle in there too?
Yep.
Is
Demonstrates your expertise. Like even for me as an example, like I help online trainers make money, but if I was to do a reel where I'm like me auditing their profile to help them like create like better content, and that was a reel that I did, that would demonstrate my expertise.
Yeah.
Anything that you do that demonstrates your expertise is a fucking good social media post, proof post. Like, how can you demonstrate your expertise? That's what you need to be thinking.
Yes, thank you.
Cool. Is that helpful?
Yeah, 1000%. Thank you, Ryan.
Cool. Got you, brother. Also, just want to let you guys know, anybody, I won't be taking any more hands because I don't want to be here till 3 p.m. So Kira is the last hand that I will take because you guys showed up on time and you're fucking fully present. Samuel Friesen, what's up?
Oh man, I'm having a great ass day, man.
I love that. Best day of our fucking lives.
100%. Well, I'm gonna start off with a couple wins if you're cool with that.
I would love that.
So, first one being I just signed 2 clients in the DMs today.
Yeah.
And one didn't put down a deposit, but I reached out to him afterwards and he ended up signing up. And then the other one did put down a deposit and we ended up signing him up. And so pretty solid.
Cool.
Second one's that I'm coming to the event and I can't friggin' wait. And I'm going to buy what you're wearing right now. I'm buying that when I get there.
Bro, have you seen the back of it?
No, I haven't.
The back of it's fire. The back of it's fire.
That's sick. That's
the back of it's fire. This is like this is where like fitness coaching originated. This is why you guys are here right now, because that's this business. So this means
I love that. I love it. Yeah. So those are just a couple of wins that I wanted to mention. So my question though, bit of an interesting thing that came up today is a guy reached out to me maybe like a week ago about like, and you probably get these DMs and I know other coaches probably do. It's like the people being like, oh, like, do you need like a call setter or this and that, like a lot of like the bullshit kind of people messaging you. And they're like this whole thing. And this guy's actually someone from pretty nearby to me. He reached out to me. He's not like a part of anything. He seems to be like a kid who's just trying to grind up a little bit. And so I decided, I was like, we talked to him a little bit and I'm thinking I was going to hop on a call with him in like an hour and just be like, okay, cool. Like, what do you want to do? Like, he wants to set some calls for me, do some DM work and stuff like that. And I know I'm not exactly at the point where I need that, but I just thought I'd give him the time of day. And I was wondering maybe what kind of things you would mention, bring up, because I don't even really have experience with chatting with people about that kind of stuff.
What's your Instagram again, Samuel? I just want to take a look.
Sam Fitness, SAMM_FIITNESS.
Okay, got it. Cool. Just give me 1 second. I just need to.
Yeah.
Okay. Honest perspective, what are you making per month right now?
So right now it's between 3 and 5K a month.
Okay, not bad. And so he just reached out. He said he wants to be a DM setter, closer, blah blah blah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. He's from Manitoba, same province as me, and thought that was interesting. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna give you point blank and blunt advice. Is that okay?
Easy.
Okay. I don't think you should hire anybody in your fitness business until you're at $10,000 a month, and I'll tell you why.
Cool.
Because when you're at 3 to 5K a month, you guys, the amount of sales opportunities that you're going to get per week, like how many sales calls per week are you booking right now, Sam?
So in the last 3 weeks, I've been averaging 4 to 6 a week,
which is great. I like that. Like if you keep on that trend, Sam, 4 to 6 a week for the next fucking 3 months, you're going to 10K a month. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. You're going to be there. So here's what I don't want to happen. And this is what a lot of trainers do because they try to grow too fast is they get to like 5 to 7K a month. And they're like, I need to hire a setter or DM setter, whatever the fuck. And then not only now do you have to run your fitness business, but you also have to learn how to become a leader. You also have to learn how to train your team. You also have to learn how to like watch his sales calls and like monitor his sales calls. Your conversion rate will also go down at first because he doesn't understand your offer the way that you do. And so he won't understand the nuances of your offer that you do. Now, I'm a big believer in hiring people to help you with your coaching business. And that's something that we actually do teach at Peach Domination. But I think that until you get to $10,000 a month, you should not do that because you haven't fully mastered the skill yet. I don't think it's a bad move in general.
Yeah.
I think it's a good move. If you want my advice to you, Sam, based on where your business is trending, I see you hitting $10,000 a month in the next 3 to 6 months.
Yeah.
From what you're based on the path that you're on, I wouldn't hire anybody until you're at that 10K. Once you hit 10K, then I'd be like, cool. Now we can look at bringing somebody on because now
That makes sense.
even if he fucks up 10 calls in a row, you're still going to be at like 7 to 8K recurring.
Yeah.
Back to you.
Exactly. Yeah.
But if you're at 3 to 5K a month and he fucks up like 10 calls in a row, like you're going to be at 1 or 2K a month. And that's a big problem.
No, 100%. That makes sense. And I think you're right because like I did when Cole was doing content audits a little while ago, I did like a big declaration to him. It was kind of a big thing for me. And so he really motivated me there, made me make a couple, he was like, if I give up on the negotiables that I'd mentioned to him, he'd kick me out of the academy for 2 weeks. Um and since that happened, I've signed like I think it's been 8 clients in the last 3 weeks. And I'm now on pretty much almost 3K recurring, like pretty much no matter my paid in fulls or clients that I'm bringing in. So my goal for this month is 5K and my goal for May is 10K right now.
Yeah.
With the event and everything. And I'm actually like, I've said it in the past with the fact of like kind of bullshitting myself, but now I actually like believe it going into these next couple of months. And so you're probably right that it's like probably useless to actually pursue that kind of thing right now and just perfect what I'm actually doing right now.
Takes your eye off the ball. That being said,
Yeah.
if you think you're going to hit 10K a month, I'd have a conversation with them. I'd be like, I'm not looking for people right now, but stay on my fucking radar and show me that you actually want this shit. And in 60 days, when I'm ready to take somebody on,
Yeah.
It's you. That's what I would fucking say.
That's actually fair. I like that. Yeah. I like
That's
that.
what I would say. Then you don't waste his time, your time. And also like anybody, because like, dude, my best people that have worked for me they've had to chase me. Because I'm like, I'm not fucking hiring. And then they're like, I'm interested. I'm like, I'm not fucking hiring. I'm like, I'm interested. And then after a while, I'm like, okay. I'm like, this is the type of energy that I want on my team. So yeah.
That makes sense. I like it. Well, I appreciate it.
Stay the course, brother. You're close to 10K.
Yes, sir.
Peace. What's up, Becca?
Now that the headphones are ditched, we're just going off the phone here. I was trying to think of a question because I told myself I'd commit to asking a question every single time. But I feel like you might have a good perspective on this because of your lovely wife. Because she balances feminine and masculine energy really, really well.
I'm already liking this. Go ahead.
Yeah, so she balances that really, really well, and I really fucking admire it. And how she's able to show up as like fucking badass woman on all fronts. So I'm very curious what your perspective is and how she embodies that and what kind of steps she took to get there. Obviously, it's been a long time coming, and she has your support too. But I'm very curious. I don't even know fully what I'm asking.
I get it. So feminine and masculine energy, let's have a conversation about that. And again, I'm not a fucking doctor or an expert. This is my experience.
Yeah.
Me and Kirsten have a very like traditional relationship in the sense that like I take care of us and like I buy the home, she makes the house a home. That's like how we kind of like view it. So like I take care of like the bills, the mortgage, all that stuff. And she's like making sure that the house actually feels homey because I'm fucking grinding for like 10 to 15 hours a day. And so I think for feminine to be feminine, there needs to be like masculine being masculine. So like there needs to be some sort of like anchor in your life where you can rely on a masculine man to take care of you / take care of like us / be a rock in the relationship. Because when Kirsten calls me freaking the fuck out, I'm just super calm. Like I'm like, so because I'm calm in my masculine, it allows her to surrender and relax into her feminine. Whereas like when Kirsten and I first got together, she was the caretaker of Haley and also the provider of Haley. So she had to be in her masculine all the time because if she wasn't in her masculine, she wasn't able to pay the fucking bills. So it's like she couldn't be in her feminine. So like I think for us, it's been like, how does she step into her feminine? She's spent a lot less time worried about how much money she's making and a lot more time worried about how good she's feeling. And this is just me speaking from what I can see in her. She spends a lot of time reading. She spends a lot of time doing like things that make her feel good as a woman, whether that be like That, you know, making sure that she's getting massages, making sure that she like goes and gets her nails done regularly, making sure she's getting her hair done regularly, just like things that make her feel good. She always prioritizes self-care, so she doesn't miss on journaling every morning. She goes to the gym every morning at 4:30 in the morning. It's like a non-negotiable for her. She's very on top of her fitness. Like she doesn't miss with her fitness. Like she's like maintained her weight for the last like 1 to 2 years. And it's something that's like been a focal point for her. Yeah. And she focuses 100% on impact. And she just wants to like be a better, like women. She wants to be a better leader for the women that she leads. She rarely ever talks about money. All she ever talks about is impact. The only time she ever talks about money is when she needs my help or something. But other than that, she doesn't talk about money. She just focuses on impact.
Okay, so she kind of leads with impact and her heart in her business versus any sort of like financial thing, which is great. I absolutely love that.
Yeah.
And to be able to be in that position is really great.
Yeah. But I think even in the position that you're in right now, like here's my perspective is like, I think when you're getting started as an entrepreneur, like as a starting business owner, like from your perspective, I think you need to be able to balance your masculine and your feminine. I think that's the case for both people. And I think for me, it's like I think that every person on this call should be like in their masculine while they're working on their business, setting goals, aiming for targets, being specific and step by step with how we operate. But if we live in our masculine, and that's for men and women, if I just live in like goal getting and I don't take time to like decompress and relax and be in flow, then, you know, life isn't fun. So yeah, I think for you, it's like, you can still have those masculine traits where you're like going after making more money, going after like, you know, providing for yourself. That's okay. But also like taking care of the feminine side is important as well.
Yeah, I think the reason why I'm kind of asking this is because for a long time, before I even decided to like jump into this, I was so heavily in my masculine energy, like in every sort of aspect of my life. And that's been really hard to let go. And then motherhood, I feel like has completely like flipped that upside down for me a bit. Like I still have those traits in me, but I feel like it always gets disrupted, which is hard to explain. But I feel like the types of things that I want to pour my masculine energy into, I'm struggling to do that because of I just don't know how to balance it. So that's really what it is. And I feel like I'm really struggling there because I want to create and feel flowy and everything, but I feel like when that time does come up, I'm not there. It's just like, it just feels like another task to do, or I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to say here, but
I get it.
I'm just struggling with the balance of it all.
Yeah.
And I hate that fucking word. I hate the word balance.
Dude, it is about balance though. It is about balance. Yeah. I do think that like what you're feeling right now is normal. So that's the first thing. So I'd say compassion is number one, because working on your business under the pressure of your own, you know, self-critic is never fun. So I think compassion with yourself that you're building a business while being a mom, you know, while learning this new entrepreneurship thing is very important. Number two is like, what do you do for you? Like, what do you do for like you're a mother, you're talking about that. You're working on your business. We're talking about that. What do you do for you?
The only consistent thing that I'm like, don't fucking miss on is my fitness.
So fitness is good.
Yeah, fitness, like nutrition kind of thing.
I would argue that fitness is masculine though.
Yeah, I know.
You know,
like
I would argue that fitness is masculine.
Like, okay, occasionally I go get my nails done, but aside from that, like, there's nothing.
What did you say?
I feel like I'm really bad at creating space for that.
Ding! There you go. That's your that's the goal. So like this week, your focus is to create space for like 3 activities that you want to do. It doesn't have to be all fucking day. It can be like an hour going for a walk by yourself without your phone. I don't fucking know. I'm not you. That's just me just paraphrasing.
Yeah.
Right. But like an hour doing something for you, like creating space for you. Like I'll tell you guys, like I'm heavily in my masculine. I'll work all of you guys. And also like if I know that I'm like not feeling it, I'm like, okay, fuck all you. I'm gonna go drive my scooter in Bali for 3 hours. Like I'm willing to do that because, you know, I know when I need to. So it sounds to me like you just need to feminine, like when you're like, I want to be in flow and be creative and like do work, but it seems like a chore. The reason it seems like a chore is because you're like making it a chore. You know, it's like, I want to be in creative and flow in my content. Like that creativity will come into your content and it'll flow naturally when you're just in your feminine because you're just doing things that make you feel good.
Okay. Thank you.
Make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
I'm not an expert or a doctor, but that's just my experience on it.
I know. I figured you'd have like a cool perspective on it because of your lovely wife. So
yeah, she's dope. I'm lucky. Thank you. This is a complete and total side note, but if you guys haven't gotten your fucking virtual ticket, do it. It's free. It's in the chat box. Kirsten's going to be speaking at the virtual event, Becca. So she's going to be talking about this. I don't know if you're coming in person. You might be coming in person. I fucking forget. No. Okay.
I
Cool.
wish I was coming in person. I have
Okay.
a boob barnacle and I wouldn't be able to pay attention. So
Totally respect that. But yeah, there is tickets to the virtual. She's going to be speaking. Arthur, what up?
Hey, what's up, Brian?
How you doing, brother?
Excellent, man. I want to share a quick win, and then I have a question. I launched my coaching business about 7 or 8 months ago, and for the first time now, I actually feel like I'm a coach. And what I've really taken to heart is what you said about like making the first 9 pieces of content people see, if they could actually get value and get results from that. So that's what I've been implementing the last couple of weeks, and it really feels like my content's hitting off, and I'm actually helping people. So big win.
I love that. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I'm also going to be launching a 14-day challenge starting this coming Monday. And after that 14-day challenge, I want to take that free Facebook group and convert that into my community. So I wanted to ask if, like, besides just posting, like reposting the content I normally would be posting, what is a good way to like differentiate the free Facebook community from my regular content, if that makes sense?
This is so funny because I get this question all the time. And I think the community is about like, I think the community is your social media. I'm talking almost like talking at you. I'm like giving you value. And I think the community is I'm talking with you. So instead of just reposting your stuff, which I don't really think is useful or valuable, I think it's more about like interacting with your people. So in your community, there should be more like, like a Q&A where people can ask questions and then you give answers. In your community, it should be more like one of the things that Janelle does really well in her community is she just posts like sweaty selfie Saturdays or whatever the fuck, as an example. And I can get a list of like things that you could post in your community. If that would be useful, I can ask Janelle. But we want to get your community talking and interacting with each other. And it's less about like, I'm talking to you, and it's more about like, I'm working with you. So I think a community, it should be about the community, and it shouldn't be like I'm talking at you as a billboard. Your community, the goal should be to create conversations. So I would say things like Q&As, posts to get people to engage with them so that you can like interact with them, whether that be in fitness or not. So like an example of like not in fitness, or like, are you a morning person? Are you a morning person or not? Comment below. Just getting people to interact with each other. And then maybe once a week, you're doing like a recycled post, like your best performing post from your Instagram. You would do a write-up about it. Then once a week, you do a Q&A. And then once a week, you do like an engagement post. And that's really easy. And then somewhere in there as well, you're interjecting just social proof, like client wins, screenshots, client wins, etc.
Okay, that makes sense. So just asking questions and starting conversations to get engagement.
Because those questions that you're starting conversations with can turn into, mind if I ask a couple questions to see if I can help?
Absolutely.
Cool. Helpful?
Yeah, thank you.
Got you. Cool. Ashner. My guy Ashner's on every fucking live stream that I do. You're hilarious. This guy's always on. What's up, brother?
Oh yeah. What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing fucking great. How are you?
Awesome. Yeah, so I just had my first 1.2K week.
Yeah.
I just want to thank you because when I signed up for this, the restaurant I was working in, it was like $400 a week, which is, so it's like from $400 a week in a restaurant to 1.2K a week, even though it's like small in the grand scheme of things. Like, I just want to say
that's
thank
massive.
you.
That's fucking huge. You 3x your
Yeah.
income. I'm not gonna let you downplay that. That's fucking gangster. Everybody, that's fucking gangster in the chat box. Ashner, that's fucking gangster. All right, that's fucking gangster.
Thank you.
Gangster. Good shit.
So my question is like, every time I do make like a little small improvement, I always get comfortable, and I don't want to like ever get comfortable. I want to always be like shooting for, like I'm curious to see what I could do if I did like everything I possibly could in my entire life.
Say that again.
So how do I
say that again? Say that again. That was fire. Say that again.
Like, I want to see what I could do with my life if I really put like my entire maximum effort.
That's my fucking mantra for life, bro. That's literally my fucking why. You just fucking spoke to my soul. That's literally why I live.
Yeah, because I don't know what would happen. Like, I'm really curious.
Exactly. My fucking life, somebody asked me what my why is. They're like, what's your why? You're already successful. You got the gym, you got the car, you got the house. What's your why? I was like, because I want to see how fucking good it could actually get. Like the fact that Gary Vee and Andy Frisella and Ed Mylett and David Goggins exist means that that's possible. And I want to fucking go at that. So that's the first thing. Okay. It's like good fucking mindset. Second thing, let's talk about why we get comfortable. I got spicy now. Let's go. Why do we get comfortable? The reason that we get comfortable is because it's uncomfortable to think about going any further because you've never been any further. The only person that you've ever been is the person that was at the restaurant making $400 a week. So now that you're making $1,200 a week, there's a bunch of fear that's coming up and your brain is trying to pull you back to what you know. Your brain's like, yo, we don't know this shit, right? What's going on here? This is like, you almost feel like you've escaped your old reality as well. It almost feels like you're like, oh, finally, I can take a break. Finally, all the work that I've been putting in, I can finally like relax and I can take a break. I deserve to take a break. I deserve to take a break, right? Like I've been working so fucking hard, showing up to all these calls. You know, I hit $1,200 in a week. I deserve to take a break. Fuck, man, like relax. And then as soon as what that actually is, bro, is that self-sabotage. That by its very nature is self-sabotage. So why would we self-sabotage? The reason that we'd self-sabotage is because we still view ourselves as that restaurant person on some level. Does that make sense? Like, yeah. And so now that you've broken free from that, your brain has associated yourself and your identity with that restaurant person. So as you're breaking free, your brain is going to tell you fucking lies that get you back to that restaurant person. It's going to get you back to where you're comfortable. It's called a financial thermostat. So how do we break that? The only way to break that is by shattering that. And so now you made $1,200 in a week. Like now it's time to fully fucking commit. And the way that we fully fucking commit is like, so $1,200 a week is like $5,000 in a month if you keep going at this pace. So my goal for April is $5,000 with your online coaching business in April. And we'd literally exhaust all of our fucking resources to achieve that goal. Like everything we can fucking possibly do. You like start identifying as 5K Ashner and you do not fucking stop until you fucking get it. And here's the thing. You might exhaust all your resources this month and do everything you can, show up to every call and fail. And then what'll happen is your little fucking brain, your restaurant manager brain will kick in and be like, see, I told you we're not that fucking 5K guy. And then you have to be like, fuck you, I'm doing it again. And you just keep coming at it. You keep coming at it. You keep coming at it. And eventually you break through, you hit 5K and you're like, holy shit, if I can hit 5K, I can hit fucking 10K. And then you set the goal of 10K. That's how it works, bro. But the reason it's hard is because we literally not only are learning the business systems, but we also have to shatter our old identities. Like you literally need to leave the old version of you behind. Like, thank you so much for all the lessons you taught me, but I'm not that fucking guy anymore. I'm a beast. And then you just show up as that person. Make sense?
Okay, cool. So just like consciously doing mantras of what you want to be.
Make the fucking decision that you're 5K Ashner and do not let anything get in the way of that, period. 5K Ashner is what I'm going to call you, and 5K Ashner is what you need to call yourself until you fucking hit it. And then I'm going to call you 10K Ashner. And then when you hit 10K, I'm going to call you 25K Ashner. And then we're just going to go until you want to fucking go, bro. That's the game.
Awesome. Thank you, man.
5K Ashner, go post in the fucking group and let us know that you're committed to hitting this fucking goal. Let's get it.
Awesome. Thank you.
Peace. Boom. What's up, Vlad?
Brian, hey, what's up, brother? Good to see you back.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Good to be back.
Awesome. All right, my first question. So I started just day 3 right now into 14 days challenge, and it's going pretty good, actually. I'm pretty fucking happy. It's my first 14-day challenge. Out of 12 applications, about 7 people really engaging right now, and people getting good feedback, engaging in the group chat, in community. So I want to ask, when is the best time? And I had this question in application. So would you be down for the fitness consultation call with me to see if I can speed up your process? A lot of people said yes to that. When is the best time to get that call? I know it needs to be during the challenge.
Now.
Yep. Like even on day 3.
Yep.
So already start booking it.
Yep. I'd be like, hey, John, is this you? Exclamation mark or question mark? I would text them. Hey, Sarah, is this you? Question mark. And they're going to be like, yep. You're going to be like, yo, it's Vlad from your online coach, Smiley Face on the 14-day challenge. I'd love to set up a quick 20-minute consult to make sure that you're getting everything that you need from the 14-day challenge and to talk about your goals. You got some time tomorrow? They're going to be like, sure. And then you're going to send the calendar link. You're going to book it right now.
All right. Right now. Don't wait till like week 2. I was thinking do it in week 2 when they're getting more value from the group, from
that mindset makes sense. I understand why. I get why you think that. Here's the problem is when people come into a challenge, everybody's excited at first. They're all fucking like ready to go. And then after week 1, people get lazy and maybe they fucking, for some reason they skip their workout. And when they skip their workout, they're like, I'm not getting as much value from the challenge. I'm not really suited for the challenge. And so they don't engage in the second week. And when you go to book the call in the second week, they don't want to reach out because they skipped one of their workouts and they think they're not going to get value. So I would rather capture the emotion when they're fucking stoked on it, get them on the call, Be like, cool, like how are you enjoying the challenge so far? Blah, blah, blah. Tell me a little bit about what you used to struggle with in your fitness journey. You know, what was the reason that brought you to this challenge? Like, why are you here right now? You could have canceled, you could have not showed up, but you're engaging, you're active in the group. Like, why? Okay, cool. Like, how long has that been impacting you? All right. And like, what's the reason that you chose me as your coach? There's thousands of other online coaches on the internet. Why did you register for my challenge? All right, beautiful. So like, what are your goals for the next, 6 to 12 months? Like, what are you hoping to achieve in your fitness journey? Blah, 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 blah. Sell the dream. And then at the end of the call before I pitch, I'd be like, okay, so listen, you're in the 14-day challenge right now, which is great. But you told me that your goal is to lose 25 pounds. How important is that to you on a scale of 1 to 10? 10? Okay. So losing 25 pounds is going to take you like 6 months. I'm not going to bullshit you. I don't want to be one of those coaches that sugarcoats bullshit and like sells you the dream. It's going to take you about 6 months to lose 25 pounds. Are you okay with that? Cool. So, again, you've got the 14-day challenge, which is amazing, but 14-day challenge is really like only the kickstart. What I'd love to do is I'd love to tell you a little bit more about like my coaching offer and how I can actually help you lose that 25 pounds in 6 months. Would you like to hear a little bit more about how I can help you? Bam. Now we're at the pitch.
Right there,
And then when we're at the pitch, we tell about the offer. So we're like, so if you wanted to blah, 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 training, nutrition, accountability. So typically speaking, to work with me for 6 months, it's, it's 2,500. But you're in the 14-day challenge. And so because you're in the 14-day challenge, I actually want to give you a little bit of a discount. So if you take action right now and you're like, you know what, Vlad, you're a stud. I like you. I like the challenge. And I know I'm going to get great results. If you take action right now, I'll give it to you for $14.97. How does that sound? Obviously you wouldn't do that big of a discount, but it's the angle of you're in the challenge. If you take action right now, I'll give you this discount. And you also get the next 14 days for free. How does that all sound?
Wait, you'll get another 14-day challenge for free?
They would just get the rest of the challenge. So like the rest of the challenge.
I see. Okay. This challenge.
I wouldn't say anything about that though, unless they asked.
No, of course. Okay, cool. I asked this question before, but I wanted to get your opinion. How often do you want to run 14-day challenge?
Every 6 weeks. Every 6 weeks until you're
early.
Every 6 weeks. What's that?
I was thinking to do it early because again, my point is I'm getting so much engagement. I feel like I can close a lot of people out of those who are in the challenge right now. And why have to wait 6 weeks for the next one? Why not just put like on every 2-3 weeks, kind of like evergreen? And
that's a great question. I love that question. I'm so glad you asked. If you do it every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks to the public, your audience will view you as a free trainer and they won't want to sign up because they'll just wait for the next challenge. Now, that being said, you could do it every 2 weeks or I would do it every 4 weeks max if I were you. If you were going to do it every 4 weeks, here's how you would do it is I would do it publicly now. And then the next 4 weeks, I would fill the whole challenge in the DMs. So social media doesn't even know that there's a challenge going on. Then you can still market and promote on social media as you regularly would. Plus you'd be filling it in like you'd be running the challenge basically fully filled from the DMs. And I've done that as well. But if you do too many free things up front on social media, people will view you as a free coach and they won't want to pay. They'll just wait till the next offer that you have.
Oh, got it.
Cool.
Right.
Cool. Is that helpful?
Yeah.
Cool. Go take action. Keep me posted.
Got it. Thanks.
Quincy, what up?
Oh, what's up, B? It's been a minute. How you feeling? Welcome back.
Best day of my fucking life, bro. How you doing?
Good, good. Last we talked, must have been one of your last shows. And I was telling you I just moved. And I think I was talking about switching my avatar. And you're like, yo, don't overthink it. Just stop saying women. Boom. I'm like, all right, cool. So, but my problem I realized was more, I wasn't dialed in or feeling confident in the content I was actually making or trying to make. So I spent the last like 2 weeks doing this course on like that Alex Hormozi offers course, just coming up with your first Grand Slam. And I feel really fucking good about my avatar. It's kind of like where I am now, kind of. So basically, quick story, I used to be a fitness trainer, like in-person training. So I lived at the gym. So a lot of people, I'm sure trainers will know, they're like, it's easy for you to work out. You fucking work at a gym. Like, of course you work out, blah, blah. So now I work behind a computer 30, 40, 50 hours a week. So I feel like I'm way more aligned to talk to people that are like working desk jobs and being like, yo, I gotta fucking do the work too. I gotta go to the gym. I gotta fucking A, B, C, D, I feel really good about that now. Like, I feel like when I'm making content, I'm like not lying. Like it's actually shit I'm doing.
I like that.
So my question is basically because the last few years, all my content has been towards women. So my Facebook group and everything is pretty much all women. Now I'm talking more to the problem, busy working adults, et cetera, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to be attracting more men. So I want to run a 14-day challenge and it's going to be girls and guys in it. What should I do with my old Facebook group? Should I try to get them into the new challenge? I don't want to run two different Facebook groups. And so I'm kind of curious, like when I run a new challenge, should I be trying to make the new avatar my new Facebook group? Does that make sense?
Yep. I just had to think for a second. How many people are in your current group right now, the Facebook group?
Like 30 or something, but I would say like 10 or 12 are probably active, and
Okay.
like 8 of those are my clients. So like they'll definitely have no problem moving over.
Easy. So here's what I would do. If you had a group of 1,000 people, I would rebrand the group because I wouldn't want to lose 1,000 members, but you don't. So it's easy to start a new group. So yes, I would start a new group. I also think, how many clients are you currently working with?
Been stuck at like 10 or 12 since I moved because I've been kind of focusing on switching my avatar.
Bro, the way that you talked about your client load makes me feel like you don't love your clients.
I just feel like I could be focusing on
I
lead
only
gen.
have 10 people that have trusted me to change their fucking. You hear me?
No, I love it.
I love 10 clients. My
I love
fucking
my 10
clients are my fucking people. Fuck yes. Okay, so you got 10 clients that love the shit out of you and you love them, right?
Facts.
Okay, cool. So what I would say to your clients is I'd be like, listen, ladies, I realize I've been a little bit selfish and I haven't been sharing my knowledge with the world. And so I want to open up, and I don't just want to work with women. I want to work with men because there's a lot of dudes that reach out to me that are really struggling. So that being said, if you have a significant other that needs to get the ass kicked, now you fucking know where to find me. All right. So tell your significant other to fucking start a group chat with me. You start a group chat with me and your significant other. I might even give you a discount on one of your programs. Bam. Okay. So that's what I'd say to your clients. And then your Facebook group is easy. I would just, honestly, if there's only 30 people in your Facebook group, bro, I would just rebrand your Facebook group like your public group, or you're running a free 14-day challenge. So you want to run the challenge in the group and then move the people over the group. That makes sense to me. Yeah. So yeah, rebranding or starting a new challenge group and then rebranding that as your main group seems like an easy yes for me. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I mean, I could use the old group. I mean, I don't mind using the old group just because I have
for a new 14-day challenge, you want to start a new group.
Okay, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah. I also love the angle of desk job because that attacks every fucking person on the planet. That's fucking dope. I don't know why nobody's ever fucking. I've been an online coach for like 6 years, and like that angle is fucking disgustingly good. I like that a lot.
In my first video, I've only done 2 videos for it so far, and I averaged like 1,000 views. That first video, 3,500, and it wasn't even, in my opinion, very good. I honestly, it was my first video, so I'm like, it took me a little bit to write it compared to other ones because it was my first one, but I was like, fuck, these first 2 are averaging 3,000.
Yeah,
and like way more engagement than I've gotten on most of my other reels. So I'm like, I can tell it's the right decision.
I fucking love that for us. Good shit.
Oh yeah. All right, cool. Thank you.
Peace. Good to see you, brother. You coming to the virtual? Did you get your fucking ticket?
I think I'm ready to do it. I was just talking to Sam about it. I've been holding Sam accountable. I'm proud of that guy. He's pushing me. I'm pushing him. And
oh wait, you're coming to the event?
No, I'm not gonna make it to the event, but he's getting me. He's like, if you're not coming to an event, you got to do the virtual. So,
virtual is free. You better be fucking coming to the virtual.
I didn't even know it was free.
It's free, bro. Go with the. What do you mean? I've been thinking about coming to the virtual. It's fucking free. Get your ass in the fucking virtual, bro. What are you doing?
That link's up here somewhere.
Yeah, link's in the fucking chat. I just dropped it. I don't know if I'm gonna come to the free event where you guys are gonna drop mad bombs. All right, I'll see you there. Oh shit. What up, Mr. fucking kettlebell coach? My guy, going viral, making money, changing lives. What's up, brother?
I'll be there at the event. 16-hour commute to the event. We're gonna be there.
Let's go. I like to hear that.
So I wanted to share 2 quick wins. I signed 2 clients last week while traveling. I literally did the 2 sales calls in the sidewalk in New York City. So it gave me confidence that this shit could work on the go and you know, without my script and all of that. So we're getting there. We're getting more comfortable.
Yeah.
Also, I've almost doubled my followers on IG since January, going from 4K to 7.5 right now. So content is going well, the growth is going well. So I'm pretty happy about that too.
My guy.
My question is about, so I'm here in Miami, and every year this company hires me, Epic Games. They bring their corporate team to a yearly retreat, and then they hire me for like 1 or 2 days to do their events. I bring the kettlebells to the beach. I give them a workout, 7 a.m. It's usually only like 7-10 people, you know, but I'm trying to see how can I leverage this to get them to my online program. What can I offer to them? Should I, you know, maybe offer them 2 weeks or kind of like just try to go one by one? So I wanted to get your opinion on that.
So how are you going to be working with them? Give me like just quick 30-second synopsis. Like how exactly does the partnership work?
So I'm gonna pull up with all the equipment and get them through a workout.
Okay. And how many people are going to be there?
So man, the actual event, the whole company is like 50 people, but only like 7 or 10 people end up showing up to the actual workout. I mean, yeah.
Are you allowed to make an offer?
Yeah.
Okay, I was just checking. Dude, I would offer, so you're gonna do the workout and then you're gonna do the workout and then trying to think. You know your avatar, and you know the people that are gonna be showing up. So like what are the problems that these people usually struggle with?
Man, they're desk people, man. These are the executives of the team, and then they're at a desk all day. So mobility, strength, and then weight loss as well, fat loss.
Cool. So what I would do is if I was in your position, I would show up. So you're going to do the workout and then I would show up with some sort of meal plan that would be easy for them to implement and take action on like a piece of paper. And then I would, at the end of the workout, I'd give it to everybody. I'd be like, yo, I just wanted to like give you guys a little bit extra value. Is there anybody here that like wants, would like a little bit of help with their nutrition? Raise your hand. Okay, bet. Here you go. And also because you guys, are here right now, I also want to offer a quick like 20-minute fitness consultation just for me to say like, thanks for showing up today. I want to give you guys some value, show you guys exactly what you need to be eating, et cetera, et cetera. This is like a baseline, but I'm going to give you guys a free fitness assessment. Who's down for that? Raise your hand. Okay, bet. Let's get you guys booked into the calendar. Boom.
Got it. Yeah.
I'd show up with value and then I would book them in for a free assessment.
All right. Sounds good.
So knowing exactly what they struggle with, I would come with value for something like that. And then I'd book them in for a free assessment.
All right. All right. Thanks.
Does that make sense? Does that kind of click? Does that feel good or no?
Yeah. It sounds natural because some of these people, this is the third time I do it with, but I didn't have my online coaching all set up and stuff. So I never really thought about it. But now that they're going to come back, I really want to sign some of them up.
Yeah. So I would, and I would just say that it's my third time here. I love y'all. And so I wanted to give back some value. So I brought a meal plan and I'd love to offer a free assessment for anybody that needs a little bit of help with their nutrition. I'll tell you guys what to eat, what not to eat, et cetera. Who's interested in that? Raise your hand. Okay, bet. Let's get you guys booked into the calendar. Comes, blah, 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 blah. What's your Instagram handle? I'm sending you a calendar link right now. And I would just fucking book them on the spot right there. Bam, 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 bam.
All right, man. Sounds good. Thank you.
You fucking G. Let's fucking go, brother.
15 days. I'm going to Canada.
Let's fucking go. I love it. Yeah, bro. I'll see you soon. See you in the fucking Canada in the igloos and shit. Peace out. Jackie, what up?
Hello, this is my first live call with you, and I've been following you for like a year, so this is like really cool.
I love that. I love that. Happy you're here.
So my question is, I'm struggling right now. Like I'm having people reach out and like comment the word like that they want help, and then they're like ghosting or like we'll have the conversation, and then like when we get to like the sales part, they're ghosting. So obviously it's like a DM problem. So that's my question. Like some support there.
Okay. So just a couple follow-up questions. How much social proof are you posting on your Instagram?
Probably not enough. And I have it. So it's like, I'm just not doing it enough.
Okay. That's problem number one. So if you guys aren't posting social proof on your social media every single day, people aren't going to be like inclined to want to reply to your DMs because they don't know the results of actually working with you. And so it's like every single day, go to my stories right now, social proof, every single day. I never miss. Because I want my audience to see my content and then watch my stories and then be like, what the fuck? How is he getting all these fucking people making money? That's the goal, right? So for you, it would be like, you want ladies to go to your story and be like, how the hell is Jackie helping like all these people get all these results so that they want to reply to your DMs? That'd be the first thing. Second thing is I think that in your case, when you guys are first getting started, I think that not even just first getting started, I still do this. There's a lot of value in sending voice notes in the DMs. So maybe instead of, just running through the script, maybe it's like asking your next question, be like, Sarah, thank you so much for opening up to me. I appreciate you. And honestly, I used to struggle with losing, that 10 pounds myself. I literally been working out for the last 5 years. And when I first started, I was doing like keto, intermittent fasting, all that stuff. So I totally hear you. What would you say your main goal for your fitness journey is? Like, what are you hoping to accomplish? So that voice note might be the one that pushes her over the edge. And I wouldn't do voice notes the whole conversation because I almost think it's like overkill. But I think that, sending a voice note here and there is a really, really good way to keep that conversation engaged. So second thing I would implement is voice notes. Third thing is how quickly do you respond to your DMs?
I'm pretty fast.
Okay. So
yeah.
I was going to say urgency might be an issue, but like typically speaking, if a prospect DMs me, I want to get back to them as soon as possible, because when somebody DMs you with intent, our goal is to get them on the call as fast as possible. Otherwise, they're going to lose that intent and then not be interested. So, yeah, urgency. Last thing I'll say is when you're in the DMs, you're just like, I know we have a script. Are you like sticking to the script verbatim, or are you like interjecting some of your personality?
I'm probably pretty robotic, so
Yeah.
that could be another.
That's it too. So like the script is there as a guideline, but I want you to like as an example, let's say I'm talking to a client named Sarah. She's struggled losing weight for the last 25 years, and she's like really like opening up to you. I'd be like, Sarah, thank you so much for sharing this with me. I used to struggle with weight myself. I know what it's like to go through a really hard time. I know what it's like to go through you're going through. So like I hear you, and I've been exactly where you're at. That's not in the script, but that would fucking kill, right?
Okay. Yeah.
It's like being able to just like relate. So the framework that you want to use, Jackie, it's called validate, relate, and lean in.
Okay.
So validate means I totally hear you. Relate means like, showing them that you understand on some level. And the way that you can relate is like, if you don't relate with them because you've never been through it, you can say something like, I have a lot of clients that have struggled with that in the past as well. So I totally hear you. And then lean in means ask the next question. So the entire script is designed with that theory of validate, relate, lean in. Like I try to design it with that theory, but also you've got to interject your own personality into it. So the script is a really good guideline. So I would say 80-20, Jackie. 80% of the time follow the script, 20% of the time, like go off, tell them a story about a client or you or et cetera. I think that plus the voice notes will start booking you more phone calls.
Okay. And then just a follow-up question on that. Can you repost like social proof daily? Okay.
I would do, if you're going to repost it though, I wouldn't repost it daily. It's like, let's kind of bang client transformation. I would repost that once a week, 100%. I have one of my clients, his name is Maverick. I helped him take his business from like a month to $50,000 a month. And then he went off and now he's doing gangster things. But he has a series where once a week he posts his best clients on his story.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Helpful?
Yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
You're welcome. I hope you have the best day of your entire life.
Thank you, you too.
Did you get your virtual ticket, Jackie?
Yes, I did. Thank you.
Okay, awesome. Just making sure. Corey, what up?
Hey, what's going on? Welcome back.
Thank you, brother. Good to be back.
Stoked to meet you in Canada a couple weeks.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cool. So I'm working to start content batching. I'm just like trying to plan out like where to put things in the week and trying to figure out a good system for that. So any like help along that would be great.
Yeah, you're asking what I do?
Sure.
I can tell you what I do. Because I don't know what your week looks like, but I'll tell you what I do.
Yeah.
I have a once a week session where I sit down for an hour and I ideate. My definition of ideation is I look up keywords related to my niche and I do content research. Exactly how I do that is, let's say, I look up like content. So I'll look up content coach as like a hashtag, and then I'll look at the explore feed. I'll see what pops up. And then I'll go to I'll go to the videos on the explore feed. Once I find I don't just look at the video, then I go to the creator's account that created the video, because oftentimes they'll have a lot of content that supports the main video that I just found. Then I'll like consume some of their best performing content to get content ideas for my own stuff. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So once a week I do that. I create a list of like 5 to 10 to 15 videos. Then that's like a 1 hour session. Try not to get stuck browsing on social media, because it would be easy to get stuck browsing on social media. Then after that, the next phase is I do script writing. So when I sit down and I write my scripts, I take my content ideas and then I put my own creative spin on them and I write all of my video scripts. Then once my video scripts are done, that takes me a couple hours. Later on in the week, I film all my videos all at once. I just batch record. Now, again, if obviously you don't have a videographer, so I'll tell you what you should do, because I have a videographer. What you should do is sit down for like a couple hours, or like stand up and move around, bring your ring light, whatever, film all your videos. And then you would sit down and I would just edit them all right away. So like film them all, sit down, edit them all right away. And now you've got reels for the entire week.
I do actually have someone that I'm collaborating with. I'm helping her with her content. She's helping me with mine. So like being able to utilize that, and she's got like a couple film students that like she's got on her team, and I'm kind of like the director for her, and she's helping me. I can utilize her film students.
Love
So I'm
that.
just trying to like figure out how to like maximize
Yeah.
that while having that time.
So question with the film students, they're editing your videos for you?
They're not editing my videos. They're editing videos for her, but they can help pretty much with whatever we need, I guess. For sure, they can help me film stuff. I'm not sure about having them edit things for me, but they're like on a contract to do like 15 hours a week each for her. So
Okay, we'll get them to do ideation for you. So like give them the words that are in your niche and get them to do content research for you for an hour. And so like, let's say your niche is, you know, like fat loss for men. Give them a few keywords that they could search up on Instagram. Do a quick 2-minute video for how to find videos and how to find creators, and get them to get you a list of videos so that you have videos that you can recreate when you're looking to sit down and script write. That saves you one of those sessions that I just went over.
okay. I'm having a knee-jerk reaction to that. I feel like and maybe I'm just being difficult, but I guess I'm trying to figure out more like what I can get them to do on a practical side with the filming and like setting things up and like staging and
Are they filming for you? Or are they editing for you?
they can help me film.
They can help you film. Okay, then
Yeah.
meet up with them and fucking film.
Okay, I don't know. Maybe
I wasn't sure if they were like behind a computer or if they were in person. If they can.
No, it's in person. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I apologize. I didn't know
Oh
that.
no, no worries.
Yeah, I would get them to 100%. I'd get them to fucking film. The sooner you guys can get videographers, the better.
Yeah.
I will also just fucking caveat that for everybody listening to the podcast. If you're not making over $10,000 a month, you don't need a fucking videographer. Okay. Sidebar, back to you.
So do you have any tips on like how to like best utilize a videographer? Because they're also students, so they're still figuring a lot of things out. So I kind of have to lead the way with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number one, come prepared. Have your
Yeah.
fucking 15 video scripts ready to go. So that's your job, is to come prepared.
Mhm.
Number two is you're going to have to direct them in like how exactly you want the framing to look. If you want good framing, go to my Instagram videos and be like, do fucking this framing. This is what I want my reels to look like in terms of like how close or how far away you are from the camera when you're doing speaking videos. Number three is lighting's fucking important when you're filming. So making sure that like, I'm sure you already know that, but lighting's important. You don't need like a big fancy setup. Like I fucking film with a ring light that's $100. It's right here. And I film with natural light. So you don't need a big fancy setup. Make sure they color grade all your shit. That's another important thing. So if they're going to be filming, I would get them to film and color grade your videos, and then you just edit them.
Okay. So do like color correction.
Yeah.
Cool. Appreciate that. One other question, if it's cool.
Yep.
So I'm going to be in Canada in 2 weeks, but I'm thinking about starting another 14-day challenge because it's been about 6 weeks since the last one ended. That was my first one, so this would be my second. I'm just trying to like, I didn't really think about doing it until right now, and I was like, oh, it has been 6 weeks. Maybe it'd be good to get that lead in, but like if that set me up to like when I'm in Canada and traveling and trying to run the 14-day challenge, I don't know if like that would be a bad move.
Sounds like a fucking headache.
Yeah, it sounds like a headache, right? So maybe I just start promoting it now and then do it when I get back from Canada.
I wouldn't promote it until the week that you are coming to Canada, because if you promote it too long out, people are just going to get bored and they're going to forget. I try not to promote anything. Like obviously the only exception to the rules, I've been promoting the event for fucking 5 months. But like if I'm going to do like a 4-day challenge or a 14-day challenge, I try not to promote unless it's like 3 to 7 days out. 7 would be the max, because if people sign up for it now, they're just going to, by the time a challenge comes around, they're not going to give a shit anymore.
Oh, okay. So I was thinking like people that do come in, like get them into the Facebook group and get them like on some actionable things, and get them like engaging with each other and get that community started up so that no.
Nope.
Okay.
just no.
Right. Sounds good.
Okay.
See you in Canada.
He's like, okay, bye. Raul, what up?
Yo, what's going on, Brian?
How you doing, brother?
Doing great.
I saw you tune into the fucking Monday momentum call. I think that hit for you, didn't it?
Yes, I was there. Yeah, I
Cool.
like that. That was a really good inspiration right there.
Good, bro. I'm glad.
Yeah, so my question is like I want to expand to like doing a YouTube channel and doing more long form video, but I wanted to get your take because I have heard that it's best to focus, just on one platform. Right now, Instagram is the place where I get most of my leads, and I get a little bit of a few leads from TikTok. Should I focus on like also having a YouTube, or should I just go all in into those two?
Who the fuck said that you should only have one platform? It wasn't me.
I don't even know. I think it was actually from a coach, just to go all in to wherever you're getting your most leads from.
Okay, touche.
To kind of
Okay,
focus on.
okay. So that argument makes sense, but only being on one platform is shooting yourself in the fucking foot. So I just want to just kibosh that belief to everybody listening. So I love the idea of like making
Oh,
sure.
right. Yeah, not in one platform.
Yeah. So I love the idea of making sure your Instagram's dialed in. And you know, TikTok's getting you a couple leads, whatever. Can I ask why you want to start a YouTube channel? I'm not against it. I'm just curious.
Yeah, I guess for more leads and just to build my brand. I think that's just yeah, one of my goals. I want to be able to get into YouTube and start making videos there.
Okay, cool. So you just like you just want to start a YouTube channel just because you're passionate about it?
Yeah, I'm passionate about it, and like I said, if I can get more leads, I think that would also help out.
Okay, cool. So go follow Trent Harrison on YouTube because he just started doubling down on his YouTube journey. Him and I, like, we were looking at, so like first things first, before I get into that, you guys need to have a strategy to consistently pull in leads from your short form content, aka Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok. You're making $10,000 a month, Rule, am I correct?
No, I'm like around 5K.
Okay. So here's my perspective. Okay. My perspective is YouTube is not going to be a strategy that's going to get you leads right away. And that's just me being honest. YouTube is a long play. I don't think it's a bad play. I just want you to know it's a long play. So going into YouTube, I want you to be thinking like, I'm going to be making money from YouTube in the next 2 or 3 years. That's how I view YouTube. It really is that long. Like I've been on YouTube for the last couple of years now. We're starting to see some traction. Like I'm at like almost 6,000 subscribers, which is dope, which is like 10x what I was before. It's 20x or no, 12x what I was before, but it took me fucking 3 years. That's the first thing. Second thing is YouTube is very time consuming. Now I have a full editing team, but even with my full editing team, like I'm spending $10,000 to $15,000 a month on my YouTube channel that isn't making me any money. So is it good for building brand? Yes, because people watch my channel and be like, I watch your YouTube. It's so fucking dope, but it also doesn't make me a lot of money. So I just want to be fully transparent. Now, because you don't have the money to invest in like the video editors, etc., you are going to have to spend your time editing the videos, creating the content, coming up with ideas, editing the thumbnails, putting good fucking cover images on it. I don't think it's a bad idea. If I was in your position, Raul, and I was like I was you right now, I would be spending 100% of my energy getting to $10,000 a month. Once I'm at $10,000 a month and I no longer like need to think about money, then I would do stuff I'm passionate about. But right now, if you take your eye off the ball, when you start creating YouTube videos that take you a lot of time to create, then you're not doing as much content as you should be doing. You're not serving your clients as much as you could. I don't think your business grows as much. That's me being fucking honest. If you want to grow a YouTube channel, you can. I like, if you're going to do it regardless, because you're like, fuck you, I do my own thing. I would do one video a week max. And I wouldn't take my eye off the ball with what you're doing with your coaching business, because like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, that's where your leads are going to come from. YouTube is like a long play for you.
Yeah, that gives you a lot of clarity for sure. Yeah. So at what point? Okay, I guess once like I'm comfortably around like 10K a month, and at that point, then I can focus more on YouTube and on the other platforms.
So here's my growth strategy. I'm going to give you my advice. I think that you hit 10K a month. Once you hit 10K a month, 10 to 15K a month, you start hiring people to help you get to the next level. And the next level would be like hiring a shadow coach, trainerized shadow coach, community manager, and a virtual assistant. Get your business to $20,000 a month, because that will give you back your time. Once you have your time back, then I tell my clients, now let's start a podcast. Now let's start a YouTube channel. That's my personal advice. That being said, you might not want to build a team. So once you get to $10,000 a month, if you don't want to build a team, you don't want to scale past that, you're good with 10K a month, and like that's where you're happy, then start your YouTube channel. Either way, understanding that YouTube or podcasting is going to be a little bit more of a time suck. So you need to have a little bit more energy to invest in it. Podcasting is a little bit less of a time suck because I'm just talking to you guys live right now. I'm recording this podcast. But like YouTube is a bigger time suck because you have to record it. You have to come up with a video idea. It has to be good. You have to record it. You have to edit it. You have to come up with a cover photo that's actually good, or people won't click it. You have to come up with a good title. You have to come up with a description. Then you have to promote it. So YouTube it's more comprehensive.
Yeah, cool. Then I'm going all into my short form content from now. And then yeah, I'll do that later on. I'll focus on YouTube later on. Thank you.
Cool. I got you, brother. I got you. Weema, what's up? My client Weema, I see you, dog. Good to see you on this call. Melanie Jackson just got a ticket to the fucking event. See you soon,
Yep,
girl.
yep, you know it.
Let's go.
Real quick question. It's in regards to the calls. So I had someone that I had one call that was a no-go. It was the money objection.
Yep.
The other one, I tried searching for it within the group before asking to make sure. Someone wants to start, and I'm just going to make sure that I follow up with them on Friday, but they did not have enough for a deposit, like
Yep.
not even $25 for the deposit. How do I proceed as far as, making sure that they're going to follow through?
Great question. So great question. So you already had the call from?
Yes.
Okay. So if you already, I'm going to tell you what to do, and then I'm going to tell you what to do next time. So this is what you do now is, I would stay on their radar by I would send them an ebook today.
Okay.
Hey, I was just thinking about you, and I hope you're having the best of your entire life. I just wanted to make sure the ebook's short, easy to digest, and highly actionable. It's like really easy to fucking read. Hey, I just thought about you. I just wrote this ebook for my private clients, and you're a gangster, and I hope you have the best day ever, and I wanted to send this to you. Bam.
Okay.
And then, so I just be on their radar. And then tomorrow night, I might comment on one of their photos to fucking be like, hello, but not being like, I'm so excited for you to pay me. It would just be like, I'd like to stay on their radar.
Okay.
And then I might, on Friday morning, I'd be like, hey, I'd love to set up a quick call to, talk about, the next steps and get you all onboarded. I've got some time later today, if that's cool with you. I actually, talking out loud, what I actually might do is I would send the ebook today, get them to reply. And then once they reply, I would say like, hey, I'd like to set up a quick call on Friday evening to get you onboarded. Do you mind if I send you my calendar link? Or like, would you like to book in for, do you want to book in for your onboarding call? And then when they say yes, I'd send them the calendar link and book them for the call.
Okay.
So that's what I would do. That's what I would do right now. Here's what you should do next time. Everybody write this down.
Okay.
Everybody write this down. Always close on the call. Now, here's what I mean by that, because always close on the call. That's a fucking law. Okay, write that down. That's what I mean by always close on the call. Obviously, the goal is to collect the cash, right? That is the goal. Sometimes that's impossible because they're driving, they got to talk to their wife, they've got to check their bank, they got to foster a cat, whatever the fuck. So you always want to close on the call, meaning if they tell you, Melanie, I want to do this, I'm so excited, I want to start Friday. You're like, great. So just to be super clear, the program sounds amazing. You really want to start, but the only reason you can't start is because finances, and you're definitely going to start Friday. Is that correct? Yes. Okay. So is there anything about the program you didn't like, or are you like 100% all in? Everything sounds great. You just want to start Friday. I just want to start Friday. Awesome. So why don't we book in for a call on Friday at, let's say, like 5 p.m. And then Friday at 5 p.m., I'll walk you through the onboarding, get you all set up, introduce you to the community, and talk about the next steps. Is that cool with you? Okay, so we'll just do, why don't we do Friday? We'll just do a call on Friday at the exact same time that we're doing right now. Is that great? Okay, I'm just going to book you into the calendar right now. I just sent you a calendar invite. Can you see that? Great. So I'll give you a call Friday at this time. We'll rock and roll. I hope you have the best fucking day of your life. Is there any other questions that I can clarify for you, or anything else that you need from me? No? Okay, cool. I'll talk to you Friday. Peace.
Okay.
That is the goal. Always close on the call. If you can't collect the cash, then set the next appointment.
Okay.
And that even goes for, like, let's say somebody's like, I'm driving. I can't fucking pay right now because I'm driving. Like, okay, cool. So when exactly are you going to be home? Okay, so I'll tell you what. Why don't I give you a show in like an hour? I don't just want to send you a payment link. That feels weird to me. I'd rather I just want to get you onboarded and get you all set up. So why don't I give you a shout in an hour, and then me and you can get like all onboarded. Is that cool? Great. Same thing. I need to talk to my wife. I need to talk to my wife. Okay. Totally respect that. Does your wife support? Like I also try to overcome their objection before it even comes up. So as soon as somebody tells me they have a wife, I'm like, oh, okay, that's great. So does your spouse know that we're speaking today? That's amazing. And are they supportive of like your business journey? Like they want you to like start your own online business. They know about the mentorship, etc. Okay, they're on board. That's great. So then later on, when they're fucking like, I need to talk to my wife, I'm like, earlier on the call, you mentioned that your wife's super supportive. So is there something about the program that you're unsure about that we can talk about? Because I'd love to help you out.
Yeah.
So I try to overcome those objections before they come up. But even if somebody says, I need to talk to my wife, I'm like, okay, cool. So like, are you heading home right now? Or is she there right now? Yeah. Okay. So why don't you and her have a chat about this? Cause like, it seems to me like you're pretty serious about changing your life. Am I right or wrong? Okay. So why don't you guys talk? right now. And then why don't I give you a show back in like 30 minutes and you can let me know if it's a yes or no or whatever, but I want to help you change your life and I want to make sure that this is the right decision for you. And I'm willing to hold this offer for the next 30 minutes. Is that okay? Great. And I'll book that on the call.
Got it. All right.
Is that helpful?
Yes, definitely.
Beautiful.
I did have another quick question as well.
Yep.
I did have a video that did go viral. And so the others are me and cosplay. As far as repurposing the content, what is the time span? Because this was an actual old video. This was like from a couple of actually like about 2 years ago.
And it just started going viral?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Which is crazy.
Post it right now. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And just like for future purposes, as far as repurposing content that's newer, like what's the template, like every 3 or 4 months or every 6 months?
Yeah, I would say every 4 to 8 weeks. Like if you post the same content within the 4 to 8 week time span, it's kind of like I don't really like doing that because I don't like if somebody sees me on their newsfeed, I want them to see like new engaging shit. But sometimes a piece of content does really well and I want it to do well again. So I would say 4 to 8 weeks is a really good place to aim for.
Okay. All right.
Helpful?
Yep.
Hey, I hope you have the best day of your entire life.
Same to you.
Bye-bye. Last and definitely not least, Kira from Edmonton. What's up?
Awesome. I'm so glad. Thank you for waiting and answering all the questions.
Of course.
So basically, well, first off, I am super blessed that I have all day, every day to work on my business.
Yep.
But I feel like I have no structure or like routine to it.
Yep.
So I feel like I'm just getting lost in all the tasks. The only thing that I really have structure with is like these weekly calls, or any calls that I book with my prospects.
Yep.
So the rest of the day, I feel like I either like leave tasks out, like I only have a to-do list, but it's not structured like hour by hour. So either how to create one or if you have a set one.
Yeah. So to answer this question, I want to show you kind of how I run my calendar, and maybe this will be useful for you, maybe it won't, but I just want to kind of like, I'll just do a screen share and I'm going to go back to February because February is when I was like, I'm just getting back to work right now. So it's not really valid. So this is how I'm running. This is my calendar back in the, it says 1 to 2 a.m., but I was in the Dominican. So I wake up, I've got my morning ritual. So I try to start my day with structure, Kira, to answer your question. Yeah. So I start my day and I have a morning ritual and I do 3 things for my morning ritual. I read a book for 15 minutes. I meditate for 15 minutes and then I listen to my vision video. That's the first thing that I do every morning. I also wake up at the same time every single day because I think having discipline and having structure and waking up at the same time every day is a really useful skill to have in general to make yourself more productive. So I start my day with structure, with a morning routine. Then I work on myself first. So I always go to the gym. I work on myself first because like I believe that like if I'm not taking care of myself, how am I supposed to lead my clients? After that, I have usually 1 to 2 hours of what I call deep work. Now, my definition of deep work would be like building up the 10K mastermind or building up the masterclass or building up the 10K mastermind enrollment or whatever it is. And so I have deep work that I build into my calendar every day. And so you can start, if 2 hours is too much for you, I would say 1 hour of deep work every day. And my definition of deep work would be like studying or like ideation or creating content or writing scripts or studying creators that are doing really well or studying the academy or whatever it is. At some point in the day, I also, I'm just going to see if I can, where's the rest of this calendar? I don't know where the rest of my calendars are. No, where are you? Oh, of course. Okay. I don't know how to show the other parts of my calendar. I also have a social media posting schedule. So I post at the same time every single day. I post at 7 a.m., I post at noon, and I post at 6 p.m. So I've structured for how I run my social media as well. So again, I don't recommend that you post 3 times a day. Maybe you want to, if you want to see massive growth, but maybe for you, it's twice a day, right? So you're doing twice a day, once in the morning, once in the evening, same time, every day. So you're sitting down at 4:30 to write your post, make sure it's all ready, and then 5 p.m. you post. That creates structure. I also think that you should have, so like we've got the morning structure with with a morning ritual. We've got some deep work that we're doing every day. We've got your content that we're doing every day. I also think you need to have structure for how you communicate with your clients. And so for me, in the $1 Million Mastermind is where I do most of the coaching. In the $1 Million Mastermind, I log in to serve my clients from 3 till 5 p.m. every day. And I'm not in there for 2 hours at the same, like all the time, but that's my time frame to serve my clients. And so that's when I'll go in if I need to do a live stream to like help them out, or if I need to like answer a bunch of questions, or if I need to like serve one of the clients in the DMs, whatever it is, it's in that time frame. When I was an online coach, what I did is I had like an hour-long slot in the morning that I'd serve my clients, and then an hour-long slot or like a 30-minute slot in the afternoon to make sure that nobody got left unanswered. So now we've got content, we've got structure with our mindset, we've got structure with our client delivery. The last thing I do with my daily structure is I would have certain times of the day where I'm engaging with prospects in the DMs. So I'd be spending, an hour long, maybe it's 20 minutes to 30 minutes to an hour long in the morning, engaging with prospects in the DMs, and 30 minutes to an hour in the afternoon, with the goal of booking 1 call per day. When you're first getting started your coaching business, you're probably not going to be booking 1 call per day, but like within 3 to 6 months of doing this, you will be booking 1 call per day, like Samuel Friesen. So that's like the structure of like a work day. Does that make sense?
Yes, for sure. I feel like the part that I was missing is just the time to serve my clients. I feel like whenever I get a message, whatever I'm doing, I'll stop and go dig into whatever they need, which really disrupts all the flow of everything. So having that time set will be helpful.
Yeah. So I try to do in the morning, in the afternoon, so that no matter what, nobody ever gets missed.
Yeah.
So it's like, you don't want, if you only have 1 slot per day and then a client messages you after you're done your 1 slot, then you don't message them for another 24 hours. I hate that. So I try to do it twice a day. The last thing I'll say is, so like that's the daily structure, Kira. And then I also have a weekly structure. So for the week on Mondays, so like, let's say any extra time I have on Mondays, I'm spending on content creation. Any extra time I have on Tuesdays, I'm spending on lead generation. Any extra time on Wednesdays, I'm updating programs. When I say any extra time, I actually schedule it in. My extra time on Thursdays is client check-ins. On Fridays, it's meal plans. And that's a successful online trainer week.
Okay. Perfect. Yes, for sure. Thank you.
Cool. Do you have follow-up questions? Is there anything else I can clarify?
No, I don't think so. I have the morning ritual done, focusing on myself, but it was, again, I don't have it all set in a calendar, like hour by hour. So I think that's what I need to do instead of just pushing things till later in the day and getting them done later and whenever. So
yeah,
gonna do that.
What's your income at per month on average right now?
3K.
3K. So, thanks for being honest. I think that with the to-do lists that you had is a really great place to start for new online coaches. If you're a new online coach, having a to-do list, money. I think it's really, really good to start. I think that as you start to scale, you need to get more systematic with how you approach your business in general, because you know all the right things to do at this point, Kiera, to make money. So now it's about systemizing those right things and doing them more so that they compound the results. And so what my favorite quote, write this down, is what got me here won't get me there. Yep. So the next level for you is getting more organized in your time so that you can do more of the right things so that your business grows more.
For sure. Thank you so much.
Cool. I hope you have the best day of your life.
You too.
All right, guys, that's it. That's all. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm so fucking excited to see you guys at the virtual. So if you guys are coming to the virtual, fucking dope. I love that. You guys haven't gotten an in-person ticket. I literally have 8 left. I think somebody bought one on the fucking Zoom call, actually. So I only have 7 left. So if you want to come in person, there's a limited amount of time and a limited amount of spots left. Would love to see you in person. If you guys are coming in person, I can't fucking wait to see you. Peace, love, protein. Have the best of your entire life. We'll talk to you guys in the next episode. Let's fucking go. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. Hopefully you got some value. If you did, and you want to learn more about how me and my team can help you scale your online fitness business to $10,000 a month, DM me 10K on Instagram at TheRealBrianMark for more information, and I'll reach out to you to see if I can help you grow an online coaching business.